All right. I'm back. Struggle streaming, audio issues, but hopefully we got a couple things dialed in. But like anything else in life, you build it while you fly it. Let's hope we get it together. But let me go over this video again. All about attention, about the tension that men feel that women are really only after that. That's the only currency to them that matters. Let's take a look. We got two videos to go over.
That a lot of guys don't come up to women is because they're tired of the game. Because they know that you're just looking for attention. They know that you just want them to come up so you can then go, hi. Oh, ew. Right? You know it.
Now, let's remember, just those words are important, and I think we use that terminology often. Game, 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 right? Coming up when I was little, when I was growing up, game was what you had with how to attract women, how you moved and shake, right? I think the young kids are calling it a mouthpiece right now. But if we stick with the analogy, we stick in that term of game, right? What I always like to say that games denote a winner and a loser, right? Someone has to come out on top. And often it's not always just who won in this moment, who won this exchange. It's going to be over time. And if you start a relationship with games or you gamify a thing, shout out to Duolingo. But if you gamify relationships, eventually you're going to get to the point where people understand that the only way to win is not to play, right? I think that's what you're seeing a lot of men take on that sort of approach.
You want them to come up, make you feel good, make you feel hot. Ooh, I look good tonight. Oh my god, he like totally wanted me. I don't like him, but ooh, whatever. They're tired of that, right? And sometimes you'll even coerce it, right? You'll look at them, kind of like coax them over. You're not into them, but you're coaxing because you want the attention.
So, right, if you're across the room and you give the eyes, right, that's supposed to be the signal that you've already looked and selected and said, yes, you're the one that I find attractive. So I get up, from wherever I am, the bar, or try to pick out the perfectly ripe piece of fruit in the grocery store. And I come over to you and you simply reject me, but you won that round, right? And you'll continue to win more and more rounds throughout the day as more and more men come up because it's that validation that you are beautiful. We all see it, we all want it. And you simply get to walk away and say, I won today. I feel better about myself. All right. So we got that down. Let's look at this next video.
I don't blame men for not moving to women anymore because obviously a certain minority of women have ruined it for the bigger population of women because there's a lot of women that like if a man moves to them they're very rude in their response. I've heard like a lot of guys say I don't want to move to this girl or any girl because they're just rude like in rejecting them. I don't like if somebody was moving to me and I'm not interested I was just like babes you seem really nice you're just not my type.
Too hard.
And then also the whole
So here we go from across the pond, right? Our English cousins experiencing the very same dynamic. And this is sort of the logical way it plays out. Well, men just say, after a while, just enough is enough. Like the open secret is that men are supposed to be the ones, chasing. That's not the secret part. The secret part is that men somehow are just better at handling rejection. It's a thing of becoming more numb to it, right? If you constantly hold your hand over the fire, eventually, yeah, you may burn away the nerve endings. They're deadened. That doesn't mean the pain or the damage is no longer there. You just get easier at handling it. So this is not to say that the expectation is for women to now be the one chasing and dealing with rejection themselves. But I think realistically, as we, like, I'm a millennial, as my cohort ages out, the rules of our game go out with us. So the younger generation, especially if you like dating younger, you have to adhere to their world, their philosophy. So, yeah, there might come a time for women where you have to move towards men, and you're going to have to learn that no matter how you feel about that thing, this is the new world. But all this is to say that I hope that women have a better understanding of, I think this is just it's a small piece of why men aren't really approaching women. And part of it is you don't want to be rejected, right? On one hand, we can realize and we can say that men aren't the same as they were as the previous generation. They're not as strong. They're not as manly. Cool, right? Say it, state it, doesn't really matter, right? Especially if it doesn't lead to the outcomes that you're looking for. These men are not doing it. Now what, right? Again, I think I've been saying recently, just, doing these videos, you cannot legislate attraction. You cannot force people to engage in behavior that you prefer, right? So someone write that down. That's good.
Feminism stuff. Like, I feel like that also ruined it for women too. Like, because women are like, oh, I don't need a man. I don't want a man. I don't want to talk to a man.
It's black feminism, not even feminists. It's black feminists that said that.
No, there's a lot of
So we're not going to touch the feminist thing, right? I think that's been talked about over and over again, and people a lot more qualified can have that conversation. And I would love an opportunity to have that conversation through the lens of different women at different ages in their life, and different careers and different dating profiles. I think that'd be something very interesting to get into the nuanced part of it. But yeah, it's a very different world. But let me know your experiences, what you've seen, if you're a man, if you approach women, or if you do, what is your approach? Let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Really appreciate it. We're really trying to grow.